Sure, abuti ona hle.
Dis weet jy die roofkikkers inkom. Let me start by saying that, we buried Auntie Inky and Sue Ellen this weekend in Eldos. It was really sad because they were true patriots. And I want to thank the families for allowing the PA to take the lead in the funeral. When I mean the lead, they allowed us to be part of it and trusted us that we will co-arrange a very good funeral for them. They say funerals are never good. No, it was very good. It was a good send-off we gave them. A very good send-off. Because we laughed, we cried, we smiled, and we remembered them. We remembered their stories. So, we remember their stories. And we remembered jokes about them. And I want to thank the PA members, not only from El Rado Park, because I saw members from everywhere coming to assist in that funeral, making food, saving the party money to get top caterers, and the caterers that said, no, we just want to help. We don't want to make money out of this funeral. And for me, that was such a good thing. So we have bereavements in the party. The first one is Nomathemba Kai. It is Councillor Bongi of Western Cape. It's a grandmother. Nomathemba Kai is Councillor Bongi's grandmother. Councillor Bongi, your grandmother has seen you becoming a councillor. And that warmed her heart. Michael Metana Mpumalanga, Ursula Nietlang William Mpumalanga, Grace Ward Mpumalanga, Banele Mahlangu Mpumalanga. Our deepest and most sincerest condolences to all the families that I've just mentioned that lost loved ones. And we want to thank you for borrowing them to be part of the Patriotic Alliance. And our deepest and most sincerest condolences. Patriots, this is not going to be a long life. It's going to be a straight to the point life. I want to start with government got, there's something, I explained this concept and I'm going to try to explain it again tonight. People say, hey, people are lazy, they don't want to work and all of those things. I also used to say that. But then I looked in depth into this thing, like we had an in-depth look into this thing. And I want to make an example with football. Messi is a great player. Messi is a great player. But when Messi is injured and he doesn't play for a long time, and Messi comes back to play, he's not match fit. You will see even the coach wouldn't play him the full 90 minutes. The coach will play him 45 minutes, 30 minutes, so that Messi, the world's best soccer player, can become match fit again. Now, to become match fit again, so our children and our people has not had jobs for a long time. They've applied and they just gave up. They are not match fit. So the point I'm trying to make is that our children has given up looking even for jobs because they don't believe opportunities will come their way. Because for so long they've been denied. As Messi was denied to play, he got a bit rusty. I'm using this Messi, every soccer player, Ronaldo, anyone. Now, if people don't work for a long time and people are being oppressed for a long time, if people are not getting jobs for a long time, they start to believe that this is not for us. If people have put in 300 CVs, I think it was Chet or somebody told me, put in more than 100 CVs, you start giving up. You start thinking you will never get the job. You start thinking this is not for you. You start thinking this is not for you. And that is true with our people. They don't apply for jobs anymore. They've given up. They've given up to apply for opportunities, to apply for jobs. They just think like whatever must happen, must happen. Because they see their cousins don't work, they don't work, their aunties don't work. They believe this thing of they see the government says you have to be between 80 and 35 years, I think. That's nonsense. So people have given up. But tonight, I want to come here and say to you, don't give up. Don't give up. There's a reawakening that we have caused as the Patriotic Alliance to make sure that opportunities, jobs, all of that. I'll make you one example. They built a Combicot in Mitchell's Plain. In Mitchell's Plain, the department built a Combicot. And we were clear that the people of that area must work there. We don't want people from outside to come here. The same with Galvindale. They got the people that stay there to work there. Our people would see foreigners working in those areas. So I'm making that example to say to you, please revisit your stance of not applying anymore. You know, I saw the Minister of Small Business Development, they're going to fund tuck shops for people. Please apply. I want you to please apply for those things. Because no more, and I'll make you this example, people can want to claim victories that they don't understand where it's coming from. When they hired 18,000 green beans, as they call them, 18,000, and there was not one colored. We stood up. And there was no Indian. We stood up. There was no white. We stood up. We said, this is the new South Africa. Everybody must be part of it. Not only colored people, not only white, not only Indian, not only black. We must all be part of it. We met with Panyaza and them. We agreed. And then they reopened the advert. But before they reopened it, we got Dino and all our leaders everywhere to say, help our children to apply. And I remember Dino was leading that thing because him and Paul Jacobs and them, they were getting our children to apply. And today our kids are working. So I'm trying to encourage you to say, we don't sit there in government and be excited to be there. We fight. We fight. We ask questions. We say, but how many people are you? How many? We want all races to get jobs. All races must get jobs. If there's a job and there's no black people, I will fight. If there's a job, there's no white people, I must fight. So I'm saying to you, please, 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 don't look in the past. This is billions they're going to spend, or 500 million, I don't know how much, to give people money to start their own tuck shops. Please apply so you can get money. Please apply. If Eugene or somebody's on there, can you put that advert from the Department of Small Business Development? Please apply. And I'm using that one, I don't even know if it's still open, but I'm using that one as an example of the many that there are. There's now what you call, even where I'm a minister, Mzansi Golden Economy. Please, you should apply. Apply. Leave this thing where that thing is done. We fought. You voted for this thing where we are being ignored. So please, let us apply. Let us get involved again. You must Google what is available, what is there. You must look for stuff. You mustn't be spoon-fed. You mustn't just say, no, what is happening? Just take action, man. Open the laptop. Julle moet verstaan. Opportunities don't come knocking at your door. You go and knock at the door of opportunity. Opportunity never comes to knock at your door. You knock at the door of opportunity. As jy nou tyd om vir jouself jammer te voel, asseblief. Now is not a time to feel sorry for yourself. So I just needed to bring that first point, because I see there's a hopelessness. That's an absence of hope, which we must attack, which we must fight. Then the issue of the vet, I want to talk about that again. Guys, on this life, I told you, they wanted 2 percentage points. We settled on 0.5% with the hope that they will scrap it, they will scrap it totally. They've scrapped it totally. I don't know what I can say more. They said 2 percentage points. We said no. They said, all right, let's come with 0.5%, but we'll look at options to scrap it. We said yes. Now, it didn't stop at 0.5%. It happened exactly the way I told you. So I don't know what more must I say. They came with 2 percentage points. We said, hell no. They said, all right, there's 0.5% points, but we're going to look for ways to make sure that we might scrap it. We said, I'm good with that. So I'm not going to come here and claim victory. It's not me. It's not a patriotic alliance. Everyone was part of that thing. The DA was doing their own thing of, let's privatize this port, then we'll vote for 2 percentage points. Let us give Sarupen, the Deputy Finance Minister, let's make him the chairperson of Vulindlela. Let us take Soli Malatsi. They had a lot of demands. We had no demands, let me tell you. We had no demands. Our only demand was scrap this vet thing. Now you that says, I'll not vote for you anymore, moenie vir my vote, man. Hold your vote. Don't come tell me here you'll not vote for me. Keep your vote. I know the people that trust me knows that I will never sell them out. Now I must explain to you 100 times. I'm tired of explaining. How many times must we explain the same thing over and over and over and over and over again? How many times should we explain? Like I'm the one telling people, no, let's keep on explaining. But we can't explain until infinity. So if you don't understand, if you don't believe my explanation, it's okay. It's fine. There's many parties to vote for. Nou kom sê, ons kinders word doodgeskiet. Hulle sê nie, hulle word uitverkoop deur die DA en die ANC nie. Our children are being shot dead in the Western Cape. You never said we sold out because our children are not being protected. Now as virtue and say we sold out. Gaan, vat jou vote, vat hom. Ons sal staan, ons is cement vast. Now every time like, now but tell us about vet. How many times must I explain? How many times should we explain? We told you what happened. Nou, the vet. Wat van onze kinders wat doodgeskiet word? The other day, our teachers were told now, 29,000, they want to lose their jobs in the Western Cape. Now that thing has been stopped. Sy het nie gesê, die DA en die ANC verkoop IT. It's like you guys wait to be offended by the PA. You want to be offended by a party, they don't care about you. We don't care about you that talk nonsense about us. We care about our members. We care about our members. We care about people that are there for us. Ons paisa nie. Nou moet ons nou elke keer verduidelik. Gaat DA toe, jou hart is by die DA. Now, every time we must explain, how many times did we tell you what happened there? Every time, nobody explained the vet to us. You're not even a PA member because any PA member knows the explanation. But sy gaat nie vir my, ek is nou nie die leiers wat jy gaat sê, ek gaat nie vir jou vote, is alright. Sy het ook maar nie meer gevote. We got these seats without your vote. But now, people that was unhappy, they asked for explanation. We gave them an explanation. You should never follow a man that you don't trust. You should never vote for a man that... En hy is net die goddelike waarheid, of jy nou kwaad word of nie. That's just the truth. We've explained. There's no vet now today. Now people are claiming, the Patriotic Alliance must never claim victory for the vet. Because it was Action SA, it was NCC, it was PA, it was ANC, it was IFP, it was Action SA, it was Al Jamaa, it was even EFF, it was even DA. All of us. There was pressure. The winner is not a political party. The winner is the people. The people. Now, don't act like the problems in our communities is only vet. Our problems are vast. Our problems are vast. We're dealing with death. We're dealing with death every day. Nou, maar julle praat oor ons dooie kinders wat so doodgeskiet word. Ek is nou moeg. Ek sê hulle straight up. Ek is nou moeg. Niemand praat oor ons kinders wat doodgeskiet word. Praat oor ons kinders wat die werk kry nie. O, vet. Wag. We have done our bit. Spoken to you. Do yourself a favor. Don't vote for the PA. Because the PA, they fully PA is uitverkoop. You shouldn't vote for a party that sold you out, according to you. Because real PA members, they understand. We are not in opposition. I'm not going to come here and blame the ANC for that. I'll never do that. I'm not going to come here and blame IFP for that. I voted for 0.5%, let me tell you. Everybody in the PA in Parliament voted for 0.5%. Now I must come in and say, no, I don't want to vote like I'm not the leader. No, nobody put a gun to my head and say vote for it. We voted for it. We voted for it. We voted with our chest, let me tell you. Because we understand we need more policing. We need our teachers not to lose their jobs. We need an increase for our people to get 300. What is 300 rands? But now when government say we're going to cut somewhere else, I'm like, yes! So now, there you have it. Julle kan maar vat maak is alright. Vir 30 jaar vertrap die DA julle, vertrap die ANC julle. Julle het nooit gesê julle los hulle nie. Los maar vir ons, man. So that is the last time you hear me talk about vet on this thing. I needed to bury this thing today. Hy is dood en begrawe. Maar nie my kom sê jy het my vote nie. Even mense het nooit meer gewote het. Nee, ons gaan nie vir jou vote. Ons dink ons gaan
Beautiful patriots. It's me again and I come back with another one. Another come up. And as you guys know, and as you've heard, the president is very, very happy about some of the things that the Patriots has been able to achieve, especially in the context of Amapanyaza, which he talks about a lot because he takes great pride in having been able to make sure that a lot of colored kids are able to actually be given opportunities and not be continued to be put aside and not actually given job opportunities, especially in the respective communities in the Gauteng area, where thousands and thousands of people were going to be hired, but none of them were colored and Indians. But the president, through the Patriotic Alliance and their power and influence through votes by you patriots in those areas, like your areas in El Dorado Park and all these other colored areas where Patriotic Alliance has been able to actually be alive, actually have ward councillors, and actually push very, very hard to fight for patriots. And patriots, this one has always been a very, very beautiful one. It's always been a very, very beautiful one. And if you look at these things that the Patriotic Alliance has been able to achieve, they're really beautiful. And I don't know, I follow them a lot and I appreciate it. I know with just the 6% that the Patriotic Alliance is having, they're fighting above their weight, and they're making and pulling all the stops to make sure that Patriots are actually catered for. Patriots, the VAT issue, where it has been an issue for so long. Now the president has reached a breaking point where he feels that he's done over explaining the whole VAT issue, because in all fairness, he has really over explained to us. And even without just focusing on him, looking at other platforms, if you look at how the DA has explained it, how the African National Congress has explained it, Action SA, Bossa, and you also mix with how the president, Gayton Mckenzie, has explained it, I do not believe that it is difficult to understand. It is very simple to understand. Very simple to understand that the Patriots, in this sense, played a role in the voting of VAT. But in that voting, they understood why they're voting. The mandate from the president and the party was to vote. 6% party, there is not much of a difference that the party can really bring. And Gayton Mckenzie understood this. And hence, he said that, should we not vote for this budget, do you think we will still be in the government of national unity coming from the African National Congress? Now in hindsight, I actually believe they'd still be in the whole coalition, because even the DA isn't being removed. But there are always different strategies and ways to doing things. And I believe in this instance, Gayton Mckenzie was using a different strategy to actually achieve something. Well, in the long run, I don't even think that he thought that it could be cancelled like this. So that it could be maybe a 0.5. But we're thankful that it's been cancelled, and that win is for South Africans. But if you're going to continue calling the president sellout, why haven't not called other people sellouts when your lives have been dilapidating over years? Becomes very funny. But in this context, hopefully, after all this, people then begin to understand that no, the president Gayton Mckenzie isn't a sellout. But instead the president for the people of South Africa. And hopefully that is a mandate that all people will carry. Patriots, there'll be another one following this one. I hope you like, share, subscribe. Ayeye. Don't buy Zani. Salute.
Nothing. Sure, I would do honestly.